and imprisoned in Venezuela.
Former Utah Congressman Jason Chaffetz says no one in his state thought it could ever be pulled off. He joins us now with more. Jason, always good to have you on. I was thinking about you when this broke yesterday because I have no doubt, being Congressman of Utah, you worked on this as well. Did you ever get to know his family? What is your reaction this morning? It's a big deal.
I got to tell you, a lot of us never thought that this kid would ever see the light of day again. And for him to be back on United States soil, it's truly miraculous. I can't thank Donald Trump as the president enough. Senator Corker, Caleb McCary, who is the staffer behind the scene, who doggedly didn't let this go. The whole delegation was pushing for this, but it wouldn't have happened without Donald Trump and Senator Corker. Eternally grateful to them in releasing this kid. I can't imagine 2 years in a Venezuelan prison. I just can't even imagine it.
Yeah, and now he's free. It's great news. Big news this morning. It is certainly a testament to people not stopping and quitting, even on a long shot. We got to get your take though on this big IG report. You've got insight on it. I mean, it hasn't come out yet. We've been awaiting it. It feels like on this week's show for months and months. Do you have any sense yet of when the IG report will come out? Of course, they're looking into Hillary Clinton's email server and the conduct of that investigation. You say it could be explosive. What do you know?
Well, for more than a year now, Michael Horowitz as the Inspector General at the Department of Justice has been able to see things that Congress hasn't or anybody else has been able to see. And I expect them to be a fair arbiter of what's going on there. I think it'll bring us as close to the truth as we will ever get. It'll be out any day. The intelligence agencies have to clear some certain classified material to be released. But that's been out there for a few weeks now. But it's going to get us closer to the truth. And a lot of people in the deep state, they don't want to see the truth.
Jason, what is the truth?
Well, we're about to find out. I think the reality is there were certain people at the highest echelons at the Department of Justice, there within the FBI, who did not do what they were supposed to do. And that Lady Justice didn't have a balance. She kind of peeked that blindfold down and made sure that, oh, if it's a Clinton, maybe we should treat this a little bit differently. And we're going to find out the reality of that anytime now.
Jason, let me ask you just quickly about the House Judiciary and Oversight Committee. Chairmans Goodlatte and Gowdy are also going to begin interviewing people at the FBI with regards to their Clinton investigation, may even branch into questions about the FBI informant.
Yes. So in the House, on the Judiciary Committee, John Ratcliffe will lead that out, former federal prosecutor, congressman out of Texas, and Trey Gowdy. They have partnered up to make this happen. Some people have looked at that and thought, hey, this is happening a little bit slow, but they haven't been able to get the documents from the Department of Justice. We've seen that fight day after day. You need the documents in order to do the proper interviews, but more interviews will happen, and that's going to go on for, I'm sure, for months.
You know, you just talked about the blindfold on Lady Justice. Well, Sally Yates, former acting attorney general under Obama, says the DOJ should put political differences aside and prosecute cases regardless of politics. She says that's what was happening. Listen.
I prosecuted Democrats and Republicans. I'm not the only one. Prosecutors all over the country prosecute folks on both sides of the aisle, even though they most likely have a political preference themselves. You know, people just don't seem to understand that that's just not how DOJ works, that you put all of that aside and you call cases as you see them.
Oh, some irony, of course, here, Jason. She was the one who was fired for not being willing to enforce the travel ban as well.
I sat there as the chairman of the Oversight Committee. I made criminal referrals to the Obama Department of Justice, and they refused to prosecute these people. So don't be telling me that that's what they do. They didn't want any scandal. And to hear President Obama say, oh, it was scandal-free, it's because they wouldn't prosecute the people that we were giving them criminal referrals on.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, you were
followed through. You're not going to get prosecuted.
You were right in it, so you know better than anybody.
All right. Thanks, Jason.
Thank you for your time.
Congressman, good to see you. Have a great day with your family. Great weekend.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
All right. A new poll shows an overwhelming majority of NFL fans support the league's new anthem policy. What do Diamond and Silk think about it? Well, you're about to find out, and you don't want to miss what they have to say.
Plus, Travis Manion made the ultimate sacrifice, protecting his fellow Marines in Afghanistan 11 years ago. His Gold Star sister joins us with a message for everyone. You don't want to miss this. All about this Memorial Day weekend. That is up next.
Some gave all, some